mic's over hot. I think it's about that time. Everything seems okay. Hello, I am Emerald Fishy, and I'm here today with more Miles Attorney Ace Edgeworth. I didn't even mean to do that. And yet. Are the mic cool? I don't know. Tell you what, the mic's hard. Got him. Shout out to Lemonade. What even is today? Today is the weirdest. I'm not even sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Let's continue. From chapter select. Turnabout ablaze. 2 cards. One of the Black Raven, one of the White Raven. Country 2. One to the west, one to the east. When those which are split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. I can't believe you burned it all. Oh no, it's the Yatagarasu. Oh, everything's on fire. Cursed Yatagarasu. K. You. Damn. What the fuck is going on? Dying from bad fit. Did you get food poisoned? Is that what you're saying? Especially after the whirlwind the past few days have been. Oh shit, that's fucked up. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent murder. Next day, I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at Gatewaterland theme park. Later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Along with a thief out to pilfer files related to a case 10 years ago. How'd I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I'll be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Edgeworth! This is big, I tell ya. Hey, what's wrong with you? Your sister didn't check the expiration date? Oh, fuck. Listen, I only get mad when someone else throws something out that I'll eat because I am a raccoon of a fish that eats garbage way past its expiration date and am fine. But I would never serve it to anyone else. Suddenly, the fragility of dreams comes to mind. What are you talking about fragile dreams? Come on, let's go. The fake Yatagarasu isn't gonna just find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. Even now, we're still looking for this criminal. I must warn you, we've only had a few hours to search so far. She didn't mean to make me sick. No, I never said she didn't. I never said she meant to. I'm just saying, you know, I'd try and be careful, you know. Gotta be patient on this one. You sure you aren't sleep talking to me right now? I got something much more important that I want you to see. And that is... Take a look at this. March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. It's quite a bold declaration to send an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentions is today. Today, huh? We gotta hurry, the embassy awaits. I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. However, do you know which country's embassy we should be investigating? Well, some really special country. I'm actually real fuzzy on the details. But never mind that. Where's all your energy? Why are you so lackadaisical today? I'm not, Kay. You're just too wound up. Then you should get wound up too. This just might be our chance to catch that woman. I mean, it's you. The woman who killed Kay's father burned Faraday 7 years ago. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, then disappeared from the courtroom. She makes me so mad, the phony. Everyone knows the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. Target's always unaware that the Yatagarasu's paid them a visit. That's what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome. Yatagarasu's card that's shown in the article looks to me as though it could be genuine. See, that's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but has knowledge. If this isn't a clue that that's the woman, then that woman's involved, and nothing is. Oh. Ooh, come on, Mr. Edgeworth, out the door you go. A few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night. It's different colored than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why. What's up? Any reason you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes? No reason. Very well. Seeing as how Miss Yu is also someone of a special nature to me, I agree there's some merit to be found in investigating this. I knew you'd come around. Theatrum Neutralis. By the light of this night's glorious moon, we are ready! Ready to embark on our nightly outing. And this is where our tale begins. Hey! What a coincidence. Who would have thought a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater in a foreign embassy? Yeah, the climax was really awesome. The Steel Samurai sushi slice got chills down my spine when he pulled that one out. I suppose it really is more impactful to watch in person than on television. I have to say, though, this embassy's set up kind of funny. They have two countries sharing the same building. As you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even the theater is a special, and that is a neutral zone shared by two countries. So, let me get this straight. Steel Samurai's show is just now being sponsored by one of the two countries. That one's called the Kingdom of Alabast. Alabast. It would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in Alabast as well. Seems that way. You know who I'm really into? The Jammin' Ninja. Oh, rip the Jammin' Ninja in the future, though. Republic of Babal is sponsoring a Jammin' Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Mr. Edgeworth. Jammin' Ninja show's gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end. You know, ever since I met this girl, I've always had this inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja. About today's event. What's it called again? The Kingdom of Alabas versus the Republic of Babal's Goodwill Jubilee. Small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabas and the Republic of Babal. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature, and it was called the Principality of Codopia. Oh, shit. So we got like a North Korea, South Korea thing going on here? What's going on? After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though the signs of their past remain. For example, their flags preserve the flower and butterfly motifs to this day. Codopia, huh? KG8 incident. Well, it was referred to as the second, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases were related to the Principality of Codopia. In the past 7 years, the country may have split in two. However, the Yatagarasu's still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something. Excuse me, what were we talking about again? You could please stop spacing out on me? Anyway, we're talking about the Alabas versus the blah blah. The countries have had pretty bad relationship with each other. Supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event. If that's the case, why the verses? Both countries claim to own the real Primadou statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluated today to see which one's the real deal. Need I remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires. When it comes to treasure, I can't help myself. You know that. She'd better be saying that in jest. I can read your body language, you know. You got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell ya. I know. Although we don't know if the Yatagarasu really will make an appearance, I suppose we should spend some time examining the place. Come on, Kay, let's case the joint. You just keep popping up, girl. What tarnation are they? Come on, big scoop. Hey, mister, out of the way. I'm talking to you. I seem to remember this one from somewhere, yet my instincts are directing me not to engage in conversation. Perhaps it'd be best if I left her alone. Something I can help her with? Oh, wait. Some business with the embassy? Require immediate access? Ah, no, it's quite alright. You sure, sir? Everyone's always welcome in the Republic above all. Since we're here, embassy isn't some sort of theme park, Kay. It's just such a buzzkill. National flag of the Republic of Babal is on display here. Crest on it features a butterfly. It's rare to see a national flag featuring an animal. Not really. I can think at least a few. Okay then. Are there any flags with really chic things on them? Chic things? It's pretty vague. Though by my definition, there aren't really flags that feature a chic object. Too bad. So I was thinking about stealing it. What exactly would you do with a stolen national flag? Okay, that's good. I give you a dramatic slam right there. Stop. Hey, get out of the way, buddy. Okay, once more. In 3, 2, 1, action. Was that my fault just now? It's obviously working. Guess we should leave him alone. He doesn't even know. He's just like, was this actually my bad? Fuck. I was just standing here, though. Oh, shit. I just realized I forgot to do fundamental things. I forgot to show up on my Discord. Give me one moment while that loads. Go. Keep on fighting until your last breath. Go, my hero. Yo, the Steel Samurai. Completely absorbed in singing the theme song. I'll let the child watch in peace. And we're here reporting live from Theatrum Final Fantasy. Let's see. Come on. Give me my shit. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, I needed to copy paste it in the Discord because I have forgotten everything, apparently. At some point I'm gonna get to the point where people follow my stream Twitter enough that I don't have to reblog it to my main Twitter and everyone can just rely on the stream Twitter. Either that or I'll get to a point where I'm stable enough that I'm not having breakdowns and don't feel the need to segregate my stream Twitter from my regular Twitter. Yeah, you know, that's how it be. Let's do one more run through. When are you ready to film for real? Would you mind giving me a call? Did Edgeworth just try and, like, go for an audition or some shit? This is the perfect angle. Go, my image. Travel across the wave world. The wave world! And into every TV sled around the globe. Travel from the wave world to the information superhighway. Fuck. Pamphlets about 2 embassies here on the table. Alright. Still looks weird to me. The country split into two a few years back, and they've shared the buildings and its grounds 50-50 ever since. Guess it's because they don't have the money to build two separate ones, huh? Should think that's not the reason why. Suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Ayo! Ooh. It's all the hubbub. Ah! Hey, look! It's the Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant. The Iron Infant. That's pretty good. It's not the worst alliteration in the world. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna speak with you for a second. It's the Steel Samurai. Hmm? Mr. Edgeworth, what are you glaring at him for? Please excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before. Looks like he's written something down for you. To Edgeworth from Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Nilo Tokyo. Wow, an autograph! Pretty cool you got one, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? That's pretty cool, except for the fact that why did he know my name? Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you. It's totally her, isn't it? It's totally you. You is currently the Steel Samurai right now, isn't she? That's the same reason she couldn't talk. Her talking would give it away. That's how she knew my name. Few seconds, the Jammin' Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammin' Ninja will enter the Republic of Babal. He's set to meet with the ambassador at that time. Yo, the Jammin' Ninja's about to start. We gotta get back to our seats. Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas. Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we gotta hurry. If we miss even a second of his awesome playing, I'll never forgive you. Suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay? I could listen to that ninja marked for death lullaby sung stuck in my head. Super playing, and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye, and this heart-wrenching voice. That's the Jammin' Ninja's greatest weapon. I don't know why the fuck I made Kay sound like that for a sec. These pieces of Jammin' Ninja merchandise over there, I've gotta have them. Especially want the hair sticks they're selling exclusively at these shows. They're exactly like the ones the heroine Princess Misolo wears in her hair. Anyway, hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth. You're thinking of going home, aren't you? Well, it doesn't seem likely the Yatagarasu will be making an appearance tonight. More likely it was simply a prank. No way, I know the Yatagarasu will show. I thought you said the Yatagarasu doesn't send calling cards. I did, but I figured from the very beginning this would wind up being a wild goose chase. The card she sent was a genuine fake calling card. A genuine fake? How can I word this? Yatagarasu's mark on a calling card is exactly the same as mine. Get it now? We got a problem. Oh shit. Yatagarasu's been spotted at Alabast. What? Hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? So you finally decided to show yourself, you phony. Hey, what gives? Sorry, but I'll need to search you before you may enter. What the? Hey! Steel Samurai just waltzed straight on through without one. If you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony's gonna escape. Okay, a country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. You don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm gonna enter through Babal and climb over the wall into Alabast. Hold it! You would tell a prosecutor straight out you intend to illegally... Kay, are you listening to me? Oh my god! Kate Faraday and I'm coming through. Someone stop her! Anyone! Where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Oh, God. fire is too big for us to handle. The Yatagarasu came to Babal too. You cursed Yatagarasu. Kay, you better be alright wherever you are. Can't stop, won't stop is basically K. Told you it wasn't me.
Hold it!
Hold it! Kay, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Can you do something about this woman? Mr. Edgeworth, Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. Oh, what? It wasn't me. He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yatagarasu. I only came in here because I saw a suspicious person at the open-air stage. She will no-clip through them. Yeah, the Yatagarasu no-clips her way through shit. Long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me it's not suspicious. Saw that person, I immediately thought they must be the fake. So I chased after them into the embassy, then into here, and then lost sight of them, and I just know that person's the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There's no reason for you to be this loud. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're Agent Lang's secretary, Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? And if you're making an arrest, I assume you have evidence it was Kay who committed the crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer? Damn! I don't need to answer. You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority. Hey, pal, what the heck what does that mean? If this happened here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. Again, seeing how his building's sitting on our soil, we investigate wherever we're like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babal, which means anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babalese government and Babalese law, giving them exclusive extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial? You really believe that's the truth out there? Basically, our country's laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what was agreed to by our respective governments. Authority to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered, which means we can do little here in this situation. No way, sir. Please leave this matter in Interpol's hands and go home. Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth. Hold it. In that case, allow me to join your investigation. Whoa. Oh, that's a snap crackle. Ambassador Paleno, that's a bit. It's really appreciate you allowing me to join the investigation. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretary, so of course I want to help you as much as I can. In fact, it's a blessing the Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, never imagined I'd meet you here of all places. This is an embassy, meaning you have no authority to conduct... already? Ambassador Paleno. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate the case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant? Miles, what the heck do you think you're... Please, I implore you. Very well. I'll be counting on the two of you, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What did you mean you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in the investigation. Said you were again running your mouth with that aloof face on you. That aloof expression. This foolish fool! Don't know that you're planning quite yet. At least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Damn. Just to remember, my VIP is always ready to wake you should you have a brain lapse. Of course, I'll keep that in mind. If you're done playing games... Right, let's begin the investigation. Begin investigation! Damn, that was a quick, thing to be solved. Why are you here? Better late than ever, I guess, sir. This place is on guard duty for the Babalese Emperor. I swear to God, guard duty again. Why are our police guarding an embassy? On account of the card they got from the Yatagarasu, they called us up and asked for our help, sir. Because we've been searching for the outer garage through the past 7 years. It's more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out, I suppose. It's like you failed to contemplatively perform your guard duty yet again. Ah! Forward to your next salary negotiation, although it's out of my hands. Sir, if I get any more cuts, I won't be able to buy even packet noodles. No more ramen. No more ramen. This one's a great, grandfather clock, but it has fallen victim to the fire. It's okay for me to talk about clocks in my house? Unrelated to the case, I hope you'll refrain from sharing, but... There's this one clock I made by myself, but the timer on it manages... That's quite enough, detective. Now that you think of it... Yo, what's up, Maddie? Lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia. It's really strange, isn't it? I thought this was the Babalese Empire. You never actually beat this case. Oh. Why are there so many American souvenirs? Perhaps the Babalese are studying American culture and our tourism industry. If they had plans to make the Babalese tourism industry truly flourish, then they would need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose. Got stuck at one point, never picked it back up because you're I hate it when save game data gets deleted. I hate that shit. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. How do you expect to travel to Babal? Well, the world's connected by the oceans. For an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'd swim all the way. Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Knives, huh? Although one is missing. Guess the handles got burned off by the fire. Ah, sweetie knives fell victim to the fire. Master Paleto, are those knives yours? Why, yes, they are. They're a special set of ornamental knives featuring the nature symbol of Babal. These butterfly-themed knives, along with Outla's own set of knives, are compromised to 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babalese ones have been reduced to this day. Ornamental knives, huh? There's a small release on the tang of this blade. What's this notch here for? Oh, that! There's a feature of these knives where you can freely exchange the handles on them, so we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. So the knives were constructed so the handles could easily be removed. Sexy. I mean, I don't know. Symbol of the Republic of Babal. Drawing this big on the wall of an embassy definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism. Got a lot of patriotism too, sir. Reason I became a cop in the first place because I wanted to protect our country. You may want to, detective, however, I've yet to see the fruits of your desire. Oh god, he's so blunt. The ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling, as opposed to falling from the ground. What does a ceiling fan do? What does a ceiling fan do? Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep. Reaction to Babu K and Babu Franzi, though. Yeah, they were pretty cute. Because this is a national treasure, can I ask that you please not touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the Secretariat. But there's a possibility it's related to the murder, wouldn't you agree? Why don't we give up for now? We can force them to let us investigate later when we find some solid proof. I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the Primadou statues Kay was talking about earlier. It's just me, or does this man look like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Court theme in Case 4 of this game is only barely... Yo, the court theme in Case 4 was awesome. Like, just the remix of it being basically the court theme from 1, but prosecutor style. I heard he was an admirable person. Cause of death is a stab to the base of his neck. He was lax in watching his back. We were fortunate the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If it burned a bit longer, we would have made identifying him a hassle. Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death with the middle of a raging fire. What happened in this room? Gotta investigate every suspicious-looking cook and nanny. Is this knife the murder weapon? Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on the match is going to make it really hard to light. The blood on that match is the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound. I suppose that means we now know the crime was committed with this knife. This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing's practically screams artsy at me. But it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing I said was artsy. But the handle is pristine, not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. Didn't give you the chance to prosecute. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. I was actually thinking it would do that. Yo, you got the key. You got the key. You got the key. You got the key. Yeah, you got the key. You mean the case where I was framed? It's the piece of evidence that stole the life of Kay's father 7 years ago, which was stolen by Callisto U. What? Mr. Faraday was killed by this key, sir? Thought he was killed by a knife. Ah! Scruffy, at the very least, try to remember the details of the crime you were suspect. Sus! As you recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I doubt a new rookie at the time would have been made privy. Yeah, that would have been really cool to do, like, actually do a prosecute. Granted, the name of the game's Investigations, not prosecutions, but still, I feel like that was kind of like, they could have done once, you know? That would have been baller. Unless they do it at the finale and neither of us know because you never finished it. Maybe, who knows? So, it's like some kind of magic trick. Maybe we can hope. It's probably not gonna happen, but still. I knew it. It's the same exact piece of evidence Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade. That is a bitchin' pattern, I gotta say. It's a vine motif. Looks like the two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. I think it looks like a bunch of stars if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police mark in our IDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. Still has Ace Attorney in the name. Yeah, it's fair. Say the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement. The real question is, why was the Babalese Embassy's secretariat holding this? We don't know how Mr. Cochin came to possess this key. We do know this was stolen by the Yatagarasu from the Kudopian Empire. Empire? Mr. Faraday had written that fact down on the organizer. I believe this means further research is required in the country of Kudopia. Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly, he was a candidate to be the next Kudopian ambassador once long ago. You should be able to answer any specific questions you may have. Yo, let's check out that fucking wound. Obvious, but he's killed with that one, but consistent with the wound. Indeed. This man. Where do I know him from? He updated sprite for this game, but left his sprite untouched in AJ. Well, to be fair, this came after Apollo Justice. Small personal safe. This was Mr. Cochin's office. Perhaps he stored his most important documents in here. Of course it's locked. Appears we won't be able to open it without the key. But what if... Oh, hey. Knife motif. Butterfly. They match. I'm just gonna do this right now, because I'm like 80% that that's a thing. Yeah! Design on the knife's handle! Greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. It does, doesn't it? It says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babal. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room. Display rack. Rack city, bit. Rack city, bit. Yeah. I get it. They probably switched the handles on this thing. Small person safe. Collections. Look at this guy T-posing for dominance. Sorry, but Interpol's subordinate Miss Von Carter. There's some reason why being denied access. It's very clearly stated, don't you dare let anyone near the site, you got it. If I let you examine the site, my spirit would get really angry at me. Guess I know who that is. Feel really bad for the guy. Why don't we do as he says? I suppose we might as well. Time to talk to these folks. I can't believe that Manny fell apart among thieves, though. Without him, I had no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Master Paleno, I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate, not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Cochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. Sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bribe. Oh, no, these coupons we distribute to promote Babal. Remember, we offer a huge number of discounts and offer you to visit the lovely Babal. I don't know what the fuck voice I'm going for right now. It's known for its feverish tour industry. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased. He was my secretary, and the embarrassing secretary, an admirable man. His death is a great loss to his country. He was in charge of everything, accounting and printing, and taking care of the national treasures. Did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism, so in order for us to print the necessity pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my forwardness, however. You return? You left? Person, you didn't tell me you left. I just thought you was still there. Damn. Since you are the legal profession, I suppose I just might have. After all, Manny was involved in KGA. KGA? Oh, jeez, I fucking snaked it up for a sec there. Whoops. It was Manny. Ah, that's where I seen that shit. Forgot. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered personally from the case and drove enthusiastically into the job. Consume bread, no die. He's the one who planned the embassy to oversee the embassy's renovations. It's really such a shame he has such a bright future ahead of him. Man, I don't like this guy at all. I don't know why, but I think it's how he rubs his hands. He needs to stop rubbing his hands like that. And sweating profusely. Renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have a rather paltry budget, but we're trying to make our due. However, he's the only person who could have helped us do our best, now no longer with us. I've decided to stop with this voice because I don't give a fuck. Yo, what's the deal? What can I help you? Yeah, he does the shady hand rub. I don't trust him either. Ask about the key. Ask about the key. Belong to the embassy, right? It seems this key is shaped like a butterfly. It's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. How fascinating! It's possible an ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key. In its knife form, there's a flower mark at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be part of Godopia. How'd you come to that conclusion? As both the Kodopian national symbols, the butterfly and the flower, I suppose Manny used it here at the embassy back when we were still in Kodopia. Oh, Kodopia! This key was stolen from the Kodopian embassy 7 years ago by Callisto Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware Miss Yu had broken into the embassy at that time? Sorry, can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. Only became the ambassador after Babal became its own independent nation. But if Manny were still alive, he'd probably know what happened back then. Shit fish sticks. Expired fish sticks is what they ate. Doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Because her sister made them and didn't check the date. Air fryer? Heck's an air fryer. These newfangled technologies. Or if you might have some other thoughts on this. I think you would know more about the case than I. Let me make it up to you for not knowing anything. With these super duper Coopers. I must decline. I'm gonna start throwing shit at you. If people were to find out a murder occurred at our embassy, the number of tourists would plummet, as would our revenues. It'd be a disaster. What is this? Yeah. What am I gonna do? It really does seem worried. Sure refrain from bringing this up. Statue resembles the hero of the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, what would you say to changing his name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just might attract a few more tourists to our country if I did it, right? Fries things and makes yummy food. Find out. But if it can make fish sticks that are past due taste good, I can't wait to try. Oh, wow, damn, fair enough. I was wondering if you might have some thoughts. I think you would know more about the case than I. Hey, I don't know shit. Isn't that our great embassy? How do you like our pamphlets? Feeling different, to be honest. Just using this as evidence. Aw, that's too bad. In that case, I guess we'll just have to try harder to make more charming ones. I just had a flash of inspiration. We should all pamphlets into coupon books. Expectations of what a coupon can do is just a tad hyperinflated. Did you know I'm a prosecutor? It's a very cool design. I know. We should start selling items like this as souvenirs in Babal. Tourists will go nuts. Don't compare a proud symbol of my profession to a cheap souvenir. Actually, hold up. Nope. Yup. I'm gonna start checking. Ooh, shit, nice. Alright. Kingdom of Alabasta still produces the very luxurious Kodopian paper, which is renowned. Public of Babal is the sole producer of Baboi's ink, which is made from white crystal. Also known as... Damn! The set of 3 finely crafted knives per country. Not like that lame defense attorney's badge, am I right? Yeah, got him. So, one makes paper, one makes ink. Romance. Steel Samurai's autograph. It's Mr. Edgeworth. Steel Samurai Daddy, Neil Tokyo. That sure is a statue, alright. And that sucks. Defense attorneys. Huh. That was botched because this fucking wire was in the way. I swear to God, I need to invest in a pair of Bluetooth headphones or some shit because this is getting ridiculous. One set of 3 ornamental knives covered in victim's blood. Wires are so 20 teens. We're still technically in the 20 teens. What, you a future Maddie? I can't believe you was a future Maddie the whole time. I got Jesus. Oh boy. Oh howdy. Oh. Ugh. Oh baby. Did you just say that because you're currently looking at a knife on stream? That is a pretty knife. Seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that are used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood. Just like how this one's practically drenched, huh? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. That sounds whack. That sounds whack. I think that handle was replaced, son. Just thinking that yesterday when we bought some Happy Meal boxes and proclaimed Happy Boxing Day at the front. I see. New Year's Eve, you'll have new glasses. Nice. Speaking of new glasses, I got my old glass back. My big beefy boy. Check this shit out. Hell yeah. Sounds like fun. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. Ayo. Babbly is the key. A vine motif to the ornamentation on this blade. Detective Gumshoe claims to see a star. Between the blade and the handle, there's a flower. The key itself is a butterfly. The key was stolen by the Yatagarasu 7 years ago. Suggests this was made while Kodopia still existed. That's good that you'll be able to see at least. Hey! Discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we were able to corner Miss Yu. Who'd have thought I'd see this key after all this time? Cool that I still got to examine this bit. Yeah! It's not that far-fetched to think the end of this key was meant to be a butterfly. I like it. Damn, Maddie! Damn, Maddie. Speaking of that, I just want to say for the record that I was slightly disappointed in how not trashed I got during the Star Fox run. Which means I am going to fucking go wild this New Year's. Fucking just nutty. If you wish to convince everyone else to speak to me with respect. It's the giddy glint in her eyes. Don't think they'll really be necessary, Francisca. Really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you're still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. If we get bored, we can always do Super Smashed Bros! That's funny. I like that. Why have I never thought... That seems like the most obvious pun in the world, and I've never thought of it. That's good shit. That's good shit. Yatagarasu was due to appear at the embassy as well. The difference is we didn't have a fire over there. There was an incident at the Alabasta, but I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to this area. You have? I'm gonna be honest, might be a thing where you just haven't emphasized the ED enough, and I just thought you were saying Super Smash Bros. Acting as a bodyguard for Alba. He seems to have a different reason for being there. The suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is a little girl. Is she trying to perhaps be the Yatagarasu? K would never harm a soul, sir. K. You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? Just don't listen to me. You know, maybe I don't. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know anymore, dog. It's a feisty little girl. Still think Francisca's hot. Yeah, I understand it. I'm not saying I don't get it, because I get it. Sent a card saying, I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Secret, secret, secret. All we had is an arson and murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine. It's the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. Japanese, she actually studied abroad in America, not Germany. No shit! Damn. That makes me feel... Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have been doing the shitty German accent for her after all. You know, it really confused me, actually, how they didn't give her any form of legible German accent, but they totally gave, Clavier a notable German thing, but, like, I don't know, like, didn't really... I don't know. I didn't feel it, even though he was actually saying the things with the pseudo-British. Yeah, it is pseudo-British. It's true. I'm not gonna say that my voices have been accurate, because they haven't, and I'm fully aware of that. Yo, maybe we got some logic to dunk on this bitch. Hey, can we use a key to unlock a safe? Yeah, with Edgeworth, I've been going in like a Alucard from Symphony of the Night direction. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. They exude the same poshness to me. Perhaps it's the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir. Let's go try it out. I'm just fucking lazy with a lot of them, to be honest. Like Gumshoe. It's just me. It's just me, but I gruff it up a little. Turned out to be the key to the next piece of truth. What do we have here? There's nothing inside. You think the Yatagarasu made off with the everything, sir? No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. Gotta get all the nooks and especially all of the crannies. Get through dual destinies to unlock the extra. Oh, there's extra costumes? That's cool. I'm down with that. I'm like stuck to the safe. You're right. It won't budge an inch, not even when I tug on it. I don't think I've ever seen paper on the inside of a safe before. Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not that paper that's strange, it's the safe. What do you mean? The secret to this safe is that it has 2 compartments! The inside's a bit too shallow. The unnatural way the paper is stuck at the back of the safe. I'd say there's an extra bit of space behind the back wall of this. In other words, the safe has a second compartment. What? I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in a natural manner. It's taken, and I found out that Shu Takumi wrote them! Damn. I guess there are, like, 2 main writing staffs working on the series, then. How do we go about opening the door to it then? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Actually, there's one more spot of interest to me on this safe. Oh, I believe that spot's the keyhole to the mystery of the second lock. Since you're so sure of yourself, show me how more of a consultant director. Yeah, makes sense. Not a scrap of paper, except there super is a scrap of paper. It's merely a coincidence both states are empty, detective. Make that a triple coincidence because my piggy bank's empty too. I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, detective. Is it this? There's a hole here. It's a little too oddly shaped for a latch hole. It's a funny shape for a latch hole. Shaped kinda like a star, don't you think, sir? Detective, I would hardly call that shape a star. Hey, it's time to use that. It's time to use the key again. Maybe I'm overthinking this. No way I could ever do that. Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me. When Edgeworth and Gumshoe are on the same wavelength, it gets real weird. Hey, bop. Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something? The shape does look very familiar. I believe it's simply a latch for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more. Is that so? The person who used this safe, Mr. Cochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. He wants to think something like that would allow this keyhole to allow the keyhole. Do you think something like that would allow the keyhole to the hidden half to look so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person figured out? Got it. Saying this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment? That's precisely what I'm saying. And I will prove to you right now that the Yatagarasu's key is the key that will open it. This had better be a very bad joke. This is no joke. The Yatagarasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe. The key you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of the key. Is it though? Oh, I'm in control. I just figured it would do it. Okay. Because I really don't think it is a different shape. I discovered this trick 7 years ago. Thought I'd see this key again after all this time. What? No, fucking open it. Oh. Maybe I gotta look at the star shape. Oh, God! Son of a bitch! Did all 4 of them come down? Ah, fuck. I had 4 fucking tacks holding that thing up. Oh, baby. This is... I'm half tempted to keep it this way because this is really funny to me. Ah, fuck it. I'll just go. This Cochin's safe. 3, 4? 3 out of 4 wouldn't consider again. Confirm this as fact. Open the thing. Take a look at the back end. Looking at the knife portion. What do you see? What are you talking? It appears you've come to understand what I'm talking about. Real function of the knife portion is to act as the key to the hidden portion of the safe. That's preposterous. It looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago. We fell under the misconception it was always meant to be. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever's hidden inside the secret must be of incredible importance. It's impossible. What I've been searching for is inside. Scruffy, hurry up, open the safe! Ah, yes, sir. Opening it now, sir. That's a lot of shit. Oh, Francisco's going nuts. Is this everything that's been smuggled? Oh, it's the smuggled shit. Figured as much. I did. I did it. I'll do it again. Fuck it. What am I gonna say? No to hydrating? Hey, let's check out them papers. Documents that we thought stuck earlier. Whoops, that's the wrong voice. Actually, you know what? I should probably clean this up because there are now, most likely, like, 4 tacks on my bed right now. Or at least 4 unaccounted for tacks. And that blows large chunks. Huh. Thankfully, they were all there. So, never mind. I guess it's not a huge deal. I gotta find a better way to hang this thing. Why don't we take a look at it first before we give up, detective? If your bed could talk right now, it would get... You know what? I'm gonna do a thing. That's it. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing right here live on stream. You forced my hand. Let's see. Oof. Never mind. I'll figure it out later. Don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Have any idea what would happen to you if one of them would... Oh! That one felt particularly snappy. Oh, she just wanted one of the pieces of art right now? Pieces of stolen art from around the world. Around the globe! Is it all just art? Okay. Thing is, Maddie, it's not just you. So, thing I want to do is I want to somehow set up a command where mods can, basically my idea is, people can go like that, and the chat will go like basically like a counter pun. A pun counter, essentially. Because I've noticed, with my, one of my favorites, Ashley Roboto, she's got this thing set up where, like, she tends to get a little emotional, and, like, fucking break and cry sometimes on stream when, like, emotional stuff's going down, understandably. And whenever that happens, one of the mods will, like, do, like, exclamation point cry and be like, Ashley has now cried an amount of times as a joke. And I kind of want to do that, but, like, with how many times I've heard puns. Because it just keeps happening. It just fucking keeps happening, dog. I have no idea how to go about doing that, though. So, that's a thing. Is refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated stories while on duty. Listen, you don't have to apologize as long as I can lightly gamify it. Do I have logic? No. It's the worst that'll happen. I'll lose 1/10 of my bar. Hey! Steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible the dirty secret that Yatagarasu was out to steal was in this very room? The Wind Waker episode drove me a drink. Yeah, that shit was rough. Something tells me this is no coincidence. The person I'm looking for is here in the Babylonie's embassy, huh? They headed the smuggling operation. Might need to ask Francisca about the smuggling more in depth. Whoops, that was the wrong one. When we last talked, you said you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you're here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. It's a counting document. It's only 1 page as the whole thing, so they're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. This type of paper was made only in the Kingdom of Codopia. Which means somewhere in the countries of Alabasta and Babel is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing the case with all she has. Counting dock related to smuggling. Oh, sick. Can't actually read it. Fine. Just gotta make sure. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any idea... Oh, fuck, I need to actually hit the thing. There we go. You wouldn't happen to have any idea what the fuck this is. He doesn't. Sick. Ah, shit. Tried talking to Sheena. Oh, I have once, but I will attempt to do so again. Yeah, no. I'm gonna start throwing things at Franny over here. I'm gonna toss my embassy at her. Think of this piece of evidence. Well, since you ask so nicely as my subordinate, I'll answer you. Oh, Jesus. This chick. Simple, I don't have any thoughts about that would have sufficed. Never realized just how fast holding the X button would make things go. Able to finally obtains this proof of the smuggling operation to Interpol. Remember to take extra care when handling it, my subordinate. She's enjoying the power trip of calling me her subordinate just a time too much. I'm not pointing that in my direction. It's dangerous. Why are you showing it to me? Sonic X, but... What's my... I don't even think that qualifies as a pun. Reading around at the speed of sound. Aw, she hates knives. I don't like knives. Don't like knives at all. What do you think of it? This has a lot of nerve. Just can't fathom what could have led the killer to turn a knife against a man. I can't fathom what the prosecutor lashing of whip is thinking. Did she say anything about the autograph? I don't think so. Nope. Maybe I can re-examine this fucking rack now. Nope. Gumshoe. What do you think of this murder gummy? So I'm watching inside the embassy. Pardon. Yo, what's up, thinking? You're old enough to solve your own problems yet, detective? Damn. That's rough riding right there. I can update on how the investigation's going. It's going. In other words, no one has any idea what happened here. Put simply, yeah, guys, sir. But we do know something happened in this room. A moron with a pair of eyes can see what happened, detective. Anyway, let's investigate every single nook and cranny in this room. Guys, serious. Get serious! I want to find out what really happened here in this room. Gather whatever information we can. Ya notice anything? Guess there's really stuff important inside. Appear to be quite important. Figurines and stuff, wonder how much those are worth. Sold merchandise, probably priceless. Value's probably worth more than you could ever hope to make in your lifetime. You kidding, right? They're so small. Talking about purchasing it with your salary, detective, so guess those pieces of paper must be pretty valuable too, right? I assume. I'm actually quite curious about them. If they're not physically worth much, great care was taken. I just don't know. I wonder if the papers in the safe might be related to that other document. Wait, maybe I had to get the papers, the could open papers, and now I have to go and re-examine this thing because contextual. Deduce! I bet. Deduce was not available to me at the time, I believe. We got it. Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. Says there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Take a look at the smuggling activity in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Well, it certainly looks that way. Putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. It seems you've now found what you were looking for. With this, it's become crystal clear Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling. Bubbly's Ink. Bubbly's Ink. It's a special product of the Republic of Babal, however, due to a special reason, only a limited volume was ever exported. And that reason is, it's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. It seems the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. More smuggling! Ideal conditions for a smuggling operation. So frustrating. Lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Even if he's dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. Expect me to whip a dead man? I'm not interested. Manny Cochin was the suspect in the KG8. Of course I know, on top of being the head of the smuggling ring, the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Whew. Investigation complete. Put the corpse on trial! Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you? This girl's the only one it could be. Come on quietly, Yatagarasu. Cadavers. What? They can do it to the Pope? Oh my god. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's nutso boingo is what that is. You're under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth. You have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here. And he was already. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you case on. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime. Damn. Oh my god, you guys. I officially... Oh god. My pun counter is officially a fucking necessity. It is a thing that must happen. Not even puns. Those aren't necessarily even puns. They're like just bad jokes. They're good jokes. Police confirmed the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. This girl claims to be the Yatagarasu, and most importantly, other than her, there was no one else with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she's the Yatagarasu. Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself it. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake one. All E-tier jokes count. It matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu. I'll prove Kay isn't the Yatagarasu who murdered Manny. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Okay. That's also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. This is what I believe happened tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into the embassy. Confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started it? As a suspicious person in a long coat was spotted. Officers in the area claim to have seen the person start it. Sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yagarasu. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove she's a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. Yagarasu sent a card saying, "I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in the room. It's Phantom of the Embassy. Nice. She killed Mr. Cochin for the key. Logic is sound. I expected nothing less. That statement just didn't sound right. Might be the opening I need. Man, I have a lot of issues with this, actually. Would she necessarily have known to switch the knife blades? Why would she have to switch the knife? If she was doing it to avoid fingerprints, I know she was wearing gloves. Did she even know that this thing turned into a key? She wasn't there when we found that out. Why would she want documents on her own smuggling? Well, like, why not leave them there? That seems kind of incriminating. Fucking, I'm just gonna start going.
Objection!
Sick! Regret to inform you there's a flaw in your logic. Even if you claim she is the killer and that you have to go, so I'm certain securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe was in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would be so stupid as to leave without the documents. The simple fact the documents were still safe when we looked, it's obvious the killer's target wasn't the safe at all. And perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him. If that's the case, why would she have needed to kill him? I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she hadn't known that fact. Need, reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe's second compartment before returning the key. The fact still remains. Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
Objection!
But you have no definitive proof it was Kay who committed the act. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. What? Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from a display rack and used it on the victim. Part of a special 3-piece set which has a design like no other. Evidence and testimony point to the girl. There's no counter-argument. That's your definitive evidence? You see now she's definitely the killer, right? You gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear. You came in here because you were chasing this person. I ran to the office only because I was chasing after him. Into the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Oh... I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. When I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her when fetal was the murder weapon. I had the knife analyzed right away. We failed to find prints. Suspicious person in a black coat who came in here before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? I don't know, but I know they came in here. It sounds like the desperate excuse of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand we can't trust this girl's word. Even if they are the truth, let's show that they are with some solid evidence. I really didn't... If you didn't do it, there must exist a way for me to prove it. Still not giving up. In that case, try to counter. I can and will. Rebut?
Hold it!
Alright, let's do some pressing. Got the results. Confirm that the shape of the Babine's knife's blade matches the wound. Don't confuse the interficial. Oh, Jesus. What if you don't underestimate our police force? So we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound. The butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. You mean to say you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the autograph, and I heard the girl's scream coming from this room. I rushed over. When I arrived, I saw the girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hand. I told you, I only came in here because I was also after them. But at what cost? She no longer has her shades. It's true. Can't trust the words of a suspect. The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it? It's the only acceptable way to counter an aged offender pull on the scene of the crime. Carefully examine that piece of evidence again. A lot of skill and detail. Let's do it! The murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck on the blood on the handle. It signifies at the time of the crime a different handle was attached to the blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. Wasn't the real murder weapon? The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Click! As you can see, the Babuli's knife has now been disassembled. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. All to create the illusion Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Damn, sick handle. Your argument isn't airtight yet. It's possible the girl herself is the one who switched the handles. Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? Care to know how a criminal thinks? The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. I wouldn't put anything past her, no matter how odd it might seem. The truth is right there in front of you. This knife will show you the way. Come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Examine it. What's this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. Not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. This butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Prove the relationship between the butterfly flower with would that be the two symbols? Where'd those go? Oh, wait. I think that is the embassy guide, actually. Yeah, the implications. The blade is from the Alabast side. Let's try it.
Take that!
You can't be serious. Appears that you've made the connection. The flowers of this blade are designed after our country's national symbol, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. It's part of the knife handle. It's Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it's undeniably Babalu's in origin. As we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shia? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babalu's embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she hadn't been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, meaning Kay could not have transported an object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Way to go, Edgeworth! Hey, why is everyone quiet? Happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. What worries me now is what'll happen next. What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here. You mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? Didn't just find its way over. We should focus on how it was smuggled over. My brain hurts thinking about it while we were... My brain hurts thinking about it while we were just standing around. Thinking while you were on the run. Now that's the way a real great thief operates. Oh, thinking while you're on the run. We gotta think while we're on the run. Got it. My hurts just brain fought. Not really, but come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now the girl didn't commit the murder. There's still the possibility she's the Yatagarasu. Not again. Look how many times I have to explain it. I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires. Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. Her brain run about thinking. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of doing such a thing? In fact, she calls herself the Yatagarasu. That in itself is a most elegant proof. Miss Sheen, huh? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice my father pointed me towards. I'll walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern. We share something with you too, to token my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Fucking... Wow. Damn. I don't fucking know. This lady's off the handle. This lady is off the handle. This K has gone too far. You just don't steal a woman's fucking... You just don't steal a woman's glasses? Come on. What you gotta do that for? I don't get any better simply standing here thinking. See where the Alabastian knife came from? We'll have to pay the embassy a visit. Every game gotta have the token klepto. Indeed. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bleed. Understood. Fucking homeboy in the back, just like, hey, I'm still here. Gumshoe's just happy to be there. March 14th in the lobby. Oh boy, here we go. Count off! 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. 99 callouts. All 99 members are most likely here and accounted for. Hey you. Second number 1 from my right. Serious, sir? Yeah. Birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have, Shifu. You're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Langzi says! Come who disrespects others soon feels disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? I can't believe you remembered that much about each of us. Not sure if he's just BSing, depending on him not remembering his own wife's brother's son's whatever. I am your father's brother's sister's former roommate. Dismissed. fucking box. Oh god, that fucking, I don't know what that, not like this. That's what that's called. I love that emote. It's so good. Got a call from C9. She's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. Absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. Simply request you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. What if I say no? Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, not that simple. Alabas has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, didn't you know? Even among my elite men, only about half of them were admitted in. Besides, any more crooks in the kitchen, and we might spoil the soup if you get what I mean. Too many crooks. Too many crooks. I thought I was in charge of Alabas, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabas are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabas as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Wolfie. Hold it. I'm getting holded it in. Is there a problem here? Ancient Lang. Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I asked them to allow these people to enjoy the investigation. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing good people in that kind of situation. It's all because I lacked the strength to govern well. Please, it's nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling curses. Curse your fragility and inability to effect change in your country. The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. It's my judgment that in order to minimize the disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see? Are you an ambassador, governor, or more pilot? Yeah! Meanwhile, these guys. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting him into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babylonis embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. I asked for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, so I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give final okay anyway. You hear that, Edgeworth? We're in. Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. I'd like you to please stay behind in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Well, Kay's gonna get abducted or some shit. Rasp. Rasp. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah. So I want to ask a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? That's right. Didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, prosecutor. It's nice to see you again. I knew it. You're the whip lady. You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Rest assured that I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagaras. Smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about it. I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Palladino for all he's done for me. Okay, let's get that out of the way first. I am in your debt. I am in your debit. It's sleep time for you, Ollie? Alright then. Get some rest. Night-night. Ask that you bring Manny's Killer the Justice. I will, Ambassador. He's so sensational, he really piqued my curiosity. I'm giving that you wholeheartedly. That's quite alright. Oh well, how about this then? What exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink, known as Babbly's ink. It's made exclusively in Bavau. This is Babbly's ink. Made from wet crystal oil, mined in our minerals. Except this ink, one dip, right for hours in your organizer. How fortunate. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. It's gonna be important for the smuggling case, yeah! I guarantee you, writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience, and since we don't import it and run out, you're always welcome to come visit. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. That's what the— I don't know. No, I think they smuggle priceless artifacts and art pieces. There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. Simply made some deductions based on the smuggling I was following. You mean the Babbly's ink? Why are there restrictions on the exports? That's classified Interpol info. Francisca is your subordinate. I'm part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? I'm taken very well. I'll fill you in. Recently we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhengfa. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced. The counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babbly's ink. It's virtually impossible to distinguish bills from the real one. There's only a natural principle to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal. Hey, that's more ink. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Mr. Cochin is smuggling large amounts of Babbly's ink. He's charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. It's all the evidence I need to know he was the head. However, there remains one tiny problem. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. While we're listing things, I may as well add the counterfeit plates to the file. Okay, so you're right. I think it was actually the ink that it was at least partially smuggled. We're looking into the Alban embassy next. Doesn't matter whether they're hidden, mark my words, I shall find them. Counterfeit bills. Shall we get going? What's wrong, Kay? Didn't get permission to enter Alabas, so we're gonna go gather whatever info we can on the Babbly's side, okay? I'm counting on you two. I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues over there. And Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know. If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. We got ourselves an embassy. That's a fucking crossbow, dog. Got like a gladius up there. Ah! The Steel Samurai. What do you think you're doing to my support? Oh! Losing your head. I swear to fuck if it's Larry, I'm going to take a shot right now. Fucking shit, God! Can't deal. Can't deal. 100% done. Love is over. I cannot actually believe. Yeah, I'm actually gonna... What's today? Is today Friday? Is the next 15 minutes currently Friday on my end? Besides occurrence. Ayo. Friday and okay, cool, which means Saturday tomorrow. Pretty sure the liquor store is still open on Saturday. I cannot deal. How the fuck? How did you land this? I'm in a real big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appears, poof, and then disappears, swoosh. And though I am the steel samurai, my sword, I'm so confused. I don't know what anyone means anymore. What is this fruitcake? I'm Larry of the House of Butts! Married man of Neo-Old Tokyo, milady. Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud's in a bind, you act like it's no big deal? What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind! I accidentally became a suspect in a murder! It's quite the bind. I'm not exactly the least bit surprised. I pretty much expected this news from the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name's Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he's been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. I think part of Larry's default personality is shock, anyways. What kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, edgy. If you're not careful, you might find a tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry! It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph! Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked to you through my headpiece. What's going on? And why are you Beathreads? Could you not speak to me right now? Sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, is a childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what you ask? The murder of a man who snuck into this embassy. I was not expecting this to happen. I was not expecting to see this fucking name again. Except possibly in reference. I have to prove Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we better find the victim. Good work. I'll take that report now. Would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way! It's only enough flesh to feed one wolf, and that's me. So no, you may not take a peek! Agent Lang. Oh, it's your boy Bat again! My god, everyone's getting in on this. Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. Here. The prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Fancy meeting you here, Detective. You were expecting me. Ever since that day 7 years ago, I chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. It's only a matter of time to... Yeah, right, though. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. Incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. His passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you gonna make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. Oh, no shit. Well. If you can get to the bottom of this case, I'm willing to share info with him. In your debt, Detective Bad. About the murder of Damas II, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? Aw, really? I'm a little more sad about that. When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty. put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damas II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in the room. Why exactly was it the men placed under arrest? That samurai. I think they'd already be happy because they're... Oh, shit! That's cute. There he is! He's born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he's completely harmless. Well, it's just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, you, here at the Alabastian Embassy. I was supposed to say cemetery, fuck. Ambassador Alba, give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed up. Maybe Maya tells Phoenix maybe one day he'll take her out on boat. Aww, forgot about that. That's cute. Keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests have been called in to sit them were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? Steel Samurai. Till the speech was to begin, each of the member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. For some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. Where was he? He was on the roof, with his legs down a chimney. And that chimney leads directly into this room. Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Santa Butts! Santa Butts! I wanna die. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's case the joint first and foremost. Decorative plants overflowing with nature. Humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking those people truly loved it. Coming from a man who loves shows featuring costumed actors. Just had to go there again, didn't she? Some weapons on display on this wall. Crossbow. Look at that. A set of knives bearing a flower motif. Must be the counterparts to the Babalu's knives. Which means the blades inside these scabbards should match the blades used to kill Mr. Koshin. I must inspect. Knives adorned with flowers on display here. Suspect these are the counterparts to the Babalu's knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Koshin. One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. It would appear they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. That means the Alabastian knife did find its way into Babal, but how? I mean, do I have to deduce that thing right now? Do I have to make it so it deduces? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. It was kind of weirdly worded. This is not like you at all. Don't tell me you don't understand the meaning. Well, I don't. Suppose I have no choice then. I'll just have to explain to you from the beginning. Oh, whoops. She saw right through me. Shit. I can spot absolutely no difference between this primitive statue and Babal's. The statue's face looks a bit like that costume hero you like so very much. Only Bondavari Americans have such an affinity for that kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least I don't think so. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? Bondavari, there are no whips on display. Ayo! Counterpoint! It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. Sleek and shiny like my heart. Comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like BAM! You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it's just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. Speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? Not entirely convinced this spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? Maybe I can shut up if I show him the piece of evidence that'll point something out. There's a piece of evidence that'll point something out about the spear? Oh, yeah. I wonder if that does it. Kablam! And kazam! About the spear. Ah, you feeling it? Bam! Thought there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, it's just me or is the spear a bit bent? What? No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo! Have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Take a good look at what you drew with your own hands. You can see the spear is clearly of a different shape. Ah! What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around, and BAM! Hit the wall! Unbelievable. This is an embassy! I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I brought a fake sword and played with it late that night. It's just a useless, hot-blooded man. Clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so some field trip, I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that! I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that? It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking. Samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. Where did that come from? You keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it, because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit against practically anything it'd bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship is truly something special, Miles Edgeworth. That's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. Very good. Very good. I like it. No logics yet. I'm gonna counterpart to the Babbley's butterfly is the alabastrian. Butterfly and a flower. Both lovely things. My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. No. Wow. Fucking legendary gotcha there, Maddie. 100%. I can't believe this fire that's currently coming from you with the profound not comment. Flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their... Do butterflies do that? I thought that was a bee thing. Oh. Can you just admit I had something there? The person shaking hands with the Steel Samurai is Ambassador Alba. He was taken just before the murder. The Steel Samurai must be very popular. They're even using National Treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand. What's so great about Top Knot there? Clearly there's a depth to the show a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience? Got me. Gotcha. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that. Wait. It's fucking birds. Them's fucking birds. Them's fighting birds right there. I don't like that shit. Witness. Send them to the detention center for questioning. I'll get every last tweet out of you. Phoenix cross-examined a It's true! It's truth right there is what that is. Flowers as lovely as these must have an equally lovely name. Are you done staring? You should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? It's a rather unusual name. Edgeworth can prosecute a couple pigeons. Yeah. Yeah. He can. He can get it. He can cross-examine this shit. As they say, learn something new every day. Passion flowers. I swear to God, I need you to acknowledge the fact that there is a fucking tree branch growing in here from the fucking window with the bird's nest in. This is absurd. This is absurd for a building to have. I get liking nature, but you're never gonna close that window. That window's just permanently open. Might as well be a hole in the wall. Finally sprouted today. Doesn't look important back to me. Damn. Alright, time to fucking stop bandying about and get on with it. This is the victim, Damask II. Let's fit these gaudy outfits. Open for business, Thief Express, all you can steal legal documents and trade secrets. Pretty much. You don't know Master Mask. A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu. I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy's his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation. He'd know more about Damask. Oh, they'd probably hear tales of his failure anyways. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get this started here. Let's get this started. Ha. Let's get this started in here. Lose control, body and soul. Blood on the blade. It's a rather sleeping sword, isn't it? What'd you expect? It's the Steel Sammy Daddy. Steel Sammy Daddy is what just came out of my fucking mouth. Oh wow. I only call it his secondary because although he uses a sword in most of his battles, I can't believe. I don't think this is Ronnie. I'm like 80% sure it's not Ronnie. His hair is not nearly delicious enough. Steel Sammy Daddy. It's only because I saw the stage show earlier. You know what this sword is. Larry. Should probably ask him about it. As detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Just grinning at your ellipses. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I thought Damask had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. Phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. 29, wanted on larceny. From his clothes, what he was carrying, I'm determined this guy's the real Damask too. The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of his head. Seems he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Damn, big bludgeon days. What's he holding? A piece of paper from a notepad. Appears directions how to reach this room written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the prime do statue in this room. What's that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like this? If I had to guess from the text, I would say this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, thinking. Who's the one that requested the hit? Not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. Too don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought it'd be. Can't believe that foolish fool dressed in foolish clothing to act foolishly. Get your point about three foolish. We got your point about three foolishes back, Francisca. Sick hat, bro. Damn. Well, that's that. Oh. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I want... Yeah. Pretty profitable. Yeah, I guess so. I hope he opened a business. And him and Desiree are living large. Finds is supported by the stakes and still growing. So, put this whiskey back. Taken in front of Alabama's statue murder. Bunch of shit I can't actually really look at. So, time to start ducking. A few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I got a few things I gotta ask you too. What is it? It's like, both you and him, how's that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Francie, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you'd model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Oh! I made no such promise. Mask Consulting? I don't remember. I could buy it, definitely. Since grade school, we had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One need to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Maurice Donham now? That's... get that straight in your head, Edgy. Ow! Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No. You got it all wrong. I gave up on the whole race business. Besides, when Bangelina... Bangelina left me in my heart in pieces. That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me, I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this Steel Samurai outfit. Etiquette school says please let her go when taking on bank robbers. Manners to the max. Your inane blethering makes me less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we're talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe nothing happened. Our past experience has taught me that you're always the center of some insane event. Gee, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with words like that? I don't have the time to search out the key to unlock your heart at this time, so I suggest you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind. I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However I imagine whatever it was probably beyond my imagination. That was incredibly redundant, Edgy. Tell me exactly what you did. Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more! Confess, no. Maybe. I need those psycho locks. I'll jump on the roof. Why exactly were you there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom in the legendary hero. Legendary hero? Santa Claus! Santa Claus. Why did he do that thing he does? So I climbed down one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of it. And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Edgy, no. Edgeworth, no. Don't do this. Oh, okay. Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. You should also understand this. If Santa were real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Ah, crud! Is it your attempt to imitate Santa has landed you as the prime suspect in this murder? Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it'll be the idea... Idis? Of March in a matter of hours. It is... I dies. I dies? It dies? It dies. I've never seen that word before. That's interesting. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Ides? Ides? Huh. Okay, Ides. The Ides of March. Okay. I'll try and remember that for whenever it comes up in the next 25 years, because this is the first time it's come up in the last 25 years. I totally forgot about it and left it behind where I left it afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Shocked! Fool looking especially foolishly stained of foolishness. Got something to fig with you. We believe such a tale. Sorry, Miss Von Karma. I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it'd be Larry. Edgy, you believe me. I just knew our friendship is something special. Even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means I'll have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Well, not yet. I'm gonna go Rego talk to other people. What's up? Oh, wow, I already talked to you. Sick. What's up? Investigating over the Bablees, right? I did. Is there a problem? Langzy says! A wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the enemy requires he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. Real wolf can catch both. So what you're trying to say is, seeing as how I'm currently handling 2 cases... Say yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. Never be an associate on our chief for the investigation. It's a fact. No matter how good he is, he's bound to overlook something. If you insult Shifu, you better be prepared to be punished. How exactly would you punish us? Every investigator on Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much. Alright. Hey, is this clock a thing? Grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Bablees Embassy. Its symmetry is a fine thing, but the interior design really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere. Its design, the material is made of strike a good balance with the plants. Hey, Yutsu, now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Hurry up and save me! Be quiet. This is all a part of my elite investigation. All I need to do is be quiet and watch. I do believe Larry is a point for once. Logic. That's true. Logic is a thing. Not right now, it isn't. Time to start throwing things at people. It was a good reminder, though. So I appreciate it. I have him in a photo? No. Check out my prosecutor's badge. Not a clue. Didn't even look at it. It's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Franzi. In that case, allow me to help you sear my form in you for all eternity. Liberty will trip. He's dead. This is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Holy shit, Edgy! Do you know what this is? Fantasy made up by Edgeworth because he feels inferior to the Feds for not having supernatural power. That is searing, Maddie. That is woof. Oh. Don't ever tell him that. That's a call out for the century. Larry, you Steel Samurai Sushi Slice. I was moved by the performance of this man. Completely useless, worthless bum. I'll never recover from this. Do you know what this is? Damn, I actually... Edgeworth, your character, when you get like this, makes me grimace too realistically. I actually like hurt my mouth a little doing that. Poor Larry. I'm throwing everything at him and Francisca's going at him like a fucking Belmont. Holy shit. Why didn't I think of that? Someone get me a Castlevania game where they palette swap a fucking Simon Belmont with a fucking model of Francisca. That's what I need. That's what I need right now. Fuck it. The first game only has like 5 pixels, or 5, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that as my own little project. I have no idea how to do it, but it's only got like 5 frames maybe when it comes to Belmont in the first game. That'd be kind of a dumb, fun thing to try. That's an official Steel Samurai weapon. Alright, Finkin, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you again. Night-night. Do what? Oh, you have no idea how many fans asked that of me. Probably not about now. Steel Samurai Sushi Slice! How is that? Bennett shivers up in your spine. I'm gonna get yourself get caught up in being a spectator. I failed myself. Swap Richter from Symphony then. Oh, yo! That'd be even better. Although that'd be way harder if I were to do it, because Richter's got a ton of frames. Check this area. Okay. I already checked this area, I have learned, is like the code for being like, yo, you can move on now. Alright, time to throw shit at you. Hey, I'm a prosecutor. I can't believe... Can you deal with it right now? Don't kill me. I don't give a hoot about things that aren't related to the Yakarasu. It's like nothing about you has changed in these 7 years. Daughter of Von Karma, still just a sapling of a prosecutor, so... You know, I've already grown into a stately tree of a prosecutor. Is that right? Just toying with Francisca? Seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. I have not thrown everything at Franzi. If this doesn't work, I will do that. Actually, I should probably show him the key. Something you absolutely need to see. What is this doing here? I've been looking for that for 7 long years. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine its turn of events. Without a doubt, this means that she's involved. That you, woman. Does that open a new thing? No. Alright. Just gonna do it. Wonder if you might take a look at this detective bed. Yeah, I heard. Cochin's dead. Oh, waste. Staring at his mirror with his eyes unfocused and jaws clenched tight. Take a look at this. Oh, yeah, I already fucking did that. I'm a dumb. Waste. Check out these statues. Statue. I don't know why I just keep saying statue. It's stupid. Da-da-da-da-da. Photo. Oh. Hey, Detective Bad, if you could please take a look at this for me. I see. The truth that lies beyond this piece of evidence. It's not gonna be fun. You ready to take it on? Of course I am. I don't know how close to the truth you are. There's only a few things I can say, so listen up and listen well. Don't ever lose your detective spirit. It'd be a good piece of advice if I were a detective. I like his eyes. His eyes fucking widen as he goes for his mirror. It's just like... So, clutched this note as he went about his business. It was a poor excuse for a criminal. Top of which, he was only following someone else's footsteps. One small fry. Been a detective for a long time. I can see straight through these people. Really has a different air about him. Only a gumshoe could be understand that. Be more like Detective Bad. Alright, Fran, you're up. Wait, I don't have logic, do I? Nope, still just smoke from chimney. Alright, Franny, you're up. I've only just arrived at this room myself and need to investigate some more. I agree. Priority should be on understanding what the current situation is. Of course, I was planning to do it from the very beginning. In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already. I will. Let's get started. The truth... I should start by gathering as much information as I can. Well, hey, Franzi, did you know I'm a prosecutor? I have until you, no? Yeah, so you do. Seeing as I'm not currently a proper prosecutor, I thought I'd give presenting it a try. Is that any way for you to act towards your superior? Ah! As if threatening a whipping is the proper way of lecturing someone. He died of a stab wound. Ah! Whoever did this had a lot of nerve. Just can't fathom what could have led the killer to turn a knife against a man. I just can't fathom the prosecutor lashing out a whip is thinking. Excuse me. Do you mind not pointing? Ah, fuck. A lot of this is repeated stuff that seems to have reset its repeated flag, so to speak. Woo! Let loose! Let loose! Bam! Finally obtained this brutal smuggling operation to the Interpol. Remember to take extra care when handling it. My subordinates. Join a power trip of calling me their subordinate just a tad too much. Passion flowers. They are a most beautiful flower. Indeed, they are a magnificent species. But always be mindful of the fact that beautiful flowers have painful thorns. I suppose that advice coming from one with a whip is best heeded. Recently, incredibly well-forged counterfeit bills have been coming out of Zengfa. Counterfeits made using Babli's ink, that is. The smuggling ring I've been chasing is the whole group behind the whole operation. Mark my words, no one involved it will escape my whip. They will all know pain. What am I getting whipped for? Throwing in evidence. Well, shit. Looks like I haven't examined everything yet. Grandfather clock. I've already... Just to be a bajillion. Okay, nothing. Already checked. That display's set up almost identically. Time for a perimeter search. Indubitably. Knives are all off flowers on the handles. Two country embellished their knives with their own national symbols, I guess. Just like the Atagarasu's key. Craftsman makes these knives for being owned by me. I believe you already have all the dangerous toys you'll ever need, Francisca. Damaging the samurai spears clearly still lack the proper awareness. It's not like I'm trying to be a pro. Guess you can call me a pro at getting caught up in all sorts of mischief. Seem to be a pro being defiant in the face of punishment for said mischief. It's true. Larry Butts is like, what if Maggie Bird was insufferable on top of everything? Check the area, it never hurts to take another look. Pretty sure that's a cue to... It's the exact same statue sitting in the... Larry's at fault for every situation. Yeah, that's also true as well. That's super fair. That's super fair. Maggie is just pure accidental bad luck. Larry is like 90% of the time being a dipshit alongside being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Claim that is a real thing. incredibly childish fight to have. Oh, okay. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and cranny. Sword, we got his left hand under his right hand. Sword's looking like a classic claymore looking thing. Helmet. I believe his left hand is over his right. I believe the hands are different. Whereas we got Homeboy going like, no. Yeah, on camera that's how it looks. Yeah, we got our guy up here doing this, but our guy down here has got this going on. I gotcha. Beep. They're not completely identical. No? I really thought I had that. Side. It's very valuable, made of pure gold. National treasure of Codopia. Only one. And one of the two is a replica. But both claim to have the real thing and won't budge. Yeah, Eureka! Maybe it's the symbol on their chest. That's a flower, I notice. I think that might also be a flower, actually. I was hoping for it to be a butterfly, but it's supposed to be deducing here, anyway. I really thought it was the position of the hands. Because they are different. I'm pretty sure. This one, his left hand is above his right. But the ball, his right hand is over his left. Is that seriously not it? Maddie, would you be willing to look this up for me? one mount. Can't see any of the details from this distance. Primitive statue. Flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. Butterflies cannot live without the nectar the flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. Why can't you just admit I had something there? Francisca can't even deal with philosophizing. Maybe I just didn't have it over the, maybe it's like a really specific pixel, you know? No. Maybe the idea is that the sword is, present photo of Steel Samurai. Oh, it's turned! That's what the deal is. Oh. Thank you, Maddie. I don't feel... Huh. That's fair. I did forget about that. And it was there. So it's fair. I just really thought that the first one I had was super valid. Because it is a difference. Someone touched the statue around this time of the crime. We gotta get some fingerprints on that shit. About wraps up the investigation. That's... Yo, Pink Princess! How you feeling? Still feeling ill? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. Pink Princess also comes to pay the Albany visit. So we need to speak with her as well. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please remove... Can't stop me. Can't stop me one bit. New drinking game. Drink on butts. Drink on old bag. This must be what they call fate. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? How could this happen 2 days in a row? Aren't you Miss Old Bag? Why are you so surprised? So you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. Your acquaintances with Larry? Yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my energy poo. You don't need to be jealous. He's in the next room, you know, trying to get some beauty sleep, but it was so noisy I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. Imagine my shock when I saw my precious Edgy Poo waiting for me here. Could have imagined you were showing. Fucking. Oh boy. You misjudged him. I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know? That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. The winds have shifted, now he's willing to be chased after, simply overwhelmed, and I need my water. It's one of those rare times where Franziska and I actually see eye to eye. That's 100% valid, Maddie. Talking about, that was ages ago. That was yesterday. Worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? They called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. Called you? Apparently the girl who played the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. Happened so suddenly, they called me in to be your last-minute replacement. Did not have enough people on staff at the studio. Really couldn't say no. Here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl. Poor girl, I feel bad for her. They let me stand in for her. She's gonna have a terrible time when she returns. Not exactly great at... Oh boy. You're a rather lively old lady. Basically received the stand-in request this morning. Got it. You need to see it, I got it right here. It appears you're telling the truth. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Tears of laughter, as I recall. Being famous has its problems, too. Look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Yo, like, that could either say Mindy or Wendy. Like, real talk. You really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Oh my god, that was Butts. He was descending on her from above because he was gonna come through the fucking... Butts. Butts. It says Mindy, not Wendy. Butts. Butts. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Lady. You got objection? Let's hear objection. What crime? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. Used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Iggy. Murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Einsperch? I'm not gonna... Don't cling on to my personage! No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but my body just refused to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up. I got stiff. Provide proof of your condition? Just go on and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to the embassy. The thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Einsberg? Ah, fair. The police dog, is that, is that Missile though? Is that Missile though? Woof woof. That's totally Missile. That's a good boy. It's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think its name is Missile. It's totally Missile, yo! Police dog dashes out in front and attacks. Action mode isn't gonna solve the thing. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go. Good dog. You really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. What do we have here? It looks like a small hot dog. Wait, Francis, isn't that an official samurai dog? No bad missile! He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the steel samurai. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's quite a bit of information you gathered in a single quick glance. That's a no. Not fully trained yet. Oh, what do we have here? Appears to be a lady's undershirt. Wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interesting fast such thing. No, it's my thing. Samurai dog and lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Just get it over with. Thought I missed for a second. It was my thing until I realized. Yeah. Fair. Please take a look at the brown colored undershirt. What's the meaning of this? Why'd you steal that thing from my bags? All you had to do is ask. I would've oh, thanks, but no thanks. Sure was fun at the crime scene. Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing, I tell you! I admit I used the fireplace to dry that shirt, but I can't really help the fact I had to, you know, wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. On top of that, I get fingered as a suspect. You're too cruel. You're claiming you never once set foot inside this room. Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, you think I'd be as calm as relaxed? It's always like this. The tabloid aren't... Oh, holy shit, she's married. Somehow the undershirt managed to move from one room to the next. I assume the samurai dog was also yours. That brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything. The feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask in more detail. Samurai dogs! It was yours, wasn't it?
Hold it!
You could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you Ms. Olbeck? No! You really don't change, do you? Samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. Which isn't. Studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boy. We're supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy. He says the embassy now, fuck it. People and tell them hi. I had to pile them all in a push cart just to move them. Studio guys really deliver those things by themselves, right, Edgy? Did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't ignore me in my question. Aren't you gonna stick up for me? About that. After the show, I went to take a rest a spell in the dressing room. It's my bad hip, you know. There's samurai dogs just sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you had to make preparations for the distributing. By preparations, you mean sampling them, too. Excuse me. I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think. But if I ever organize Ace Turd Up, I should play Larry. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Figure that since the for kids show, it's probably for kids too. It was so good I couldn't stop. Before I went back, I just had to half a dozen. This is... What is it now? Why no? I bet you want a box too, don't you? Who am I to say no to you? I'll only give you one. Rest are all for me. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. So, but Whoops. So, what's the deal? Alright. Let's try again. But he doesn't know about the letter. Either that or it's just a context-sensitive thing. I really thought that was gonna work too. Did you have the same stand-in request? Wacha, wacha, wacha. Oh, good point. Forgot about logic. I don't remember anything being added, but to be honest, I could have very easily forgotten. Oh, I think... Oh, yeah, there was totally shit added. Use the fireplace. Smoke from chimney. Kablamzo. Good call, Maddie. No trace of this room's fireplace being used. Your point is, smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fire. At least according to Larry. It's a contradiction of the facts, is it not? You sure he wasn't disoriented or something on that roof? Testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney, so no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the one hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? I see, so what you're proposing is the smoke came out of the chimney actually was from Miss Oldbag's fire. Basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Shared chimney, that explains how that happened. It explains things. Lay's undershirt missile found. Ah! Why are you getting all excited about holding Lay's undergarment? My Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug! You know the owner said undershirt, hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong, this is evidence! The owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door, and yet despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room, this lady's undershirt. Seriously claiming it somehow passed through a brick wall. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There's an X on the back. Let's see if I can't get a better look. Secret tunnel! Wall separating the room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. This fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring one. Neighboring one? Appears to be nothing particular about the next room. The fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there's a secret passageway through the fireplace. You now know the fireplace connects two rooms. How exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the Mask the Second's killer now, are you? She couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. She couldn't have been the one. Fortunately, I believe this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Mask the Second's murder. But if these places were built so identically, maybe there was a secret passageway in the in the Babalian side, Babali's side as well. Making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on, where you count on your argument you have. Very well then, if you're prepared. I'll show you exactly. I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. My lie? I know there's still something you're keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you. I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and kill myself and throw everything in mass confusion. You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. I only have one thing to say to you, Larry. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. Man is ready to die as strong-willed, you know. Doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you cause. I only ask you to not lie to me. Cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of an insipid lie. I will never forgive you. Angie, allow me to say, I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. That I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright. This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works. Just what happened will do. If you please testify as to what you did on the roof that night. His eyes. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came to the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. Chimney like that's a rare thing, you know. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kinda ultra embarrassing. What's exactly ultra embarrassing? You can't tell me. Edgy, man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blur it out. You're just gonna have to reason it out of me. So superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lies. I have every intention to. I'm not about to let up waste a trifling matter. Alright. Bitch. Play Santa. You wanted to play Santa? I don't think you wanted to play Santa at all. I think you had another motive. You fool. Oh shit. Maybe I got a press or something. Rock Santa? What are you going on about? What are you going on about? I thought you just said you were gonna bury us down under. So you're gonna chase her down with me in Australia and cover us in berries, right? I said nothing of the sort. If you'd been listening carefully, you would notice I said buried. Did the same word? You say buried, I say buried. Tomato, tomato. I hate this. I hate the fact that that came up in game. Yeah, I might have to press. Press. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gourd Lake. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. Perks being childhood friends, huh? It's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know? Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's Christmas tree, after all. It's worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal. Raise an objection! I got an objection to that one. It's actually quite a big deal. You saying your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa-quality stuff? Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Edgy! That's so incredibly mean! Tell me something, Larry. Do you think Santa's job is to deliver presents to people over the world? Of course I know that! I did graduate junior high, you know. It's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me whom you were delivering a present to. As delivering a present to a child, not basking in the glow of love? That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie's still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? This man never cried. Yeah, the entire implication. So most certainly, where is she? Where's Mindy? Do I not have a Mindy? Fucking... Maybe just present old bag, yeah. Yeah, fuck it, maybe. Maybe that'll work. Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me! I totally didn't want to see Miss Old Bag so much I'd try to go down a chimney. Place you to stuff right there in your bashing of a lady. Must admit, I myself hardly ever had the want to run into that one, but What if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? That fact is best summed up with this.
Take that.
Shit! Still? Really? It's always like this. You guys, oh, hey, you bully me. That's why I refuse to look at it. It's the stand-in letter. Oh. So what's up with that anyway? Why, it's proof that you never even knew existed, of course. Oh, is that all? I don't need it right now, so I'll just give it back. What? I got you on the ropes now, don't I? Is that a piece of evidence unrelated? Yeah, that's fair. It's probably the stand-in letter. Yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's super fair. That's super fair. Something the old lady received from her employer that night. Who normally plays the Pink Princess? Mindy, was it again? It seems this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy! She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you! Considered fickle, cowardly, that person of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. This guy had bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I'm supposed to put it that way. What the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why y'all that make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. You're not a bad guy, you're just a bad guy. That is super apt. A hundy agree there. Looks like you got the hang of this court thing now. Not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court. Guess old boy here has something he'd like to say. Langsy says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. Shouldn't form conclusions until everything's out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Shouldn't form conclusions until anything's out in the open. Lang, you piece of shit! Fuck you, dude! You've been doing that this whole fucking game! Piss off that noise right there! You've forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest. So you think all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. Why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Hey, someone say something! Are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim's a claim, claim, and my claim. Do you have any problem with that? So it was you. You're my stalker. I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman, wholly focused on one man only. Even though I am married. Oh boy. I'm so inspired! Such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, all-around, completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now. It's just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course there's still something to prove. Honestly, yeah, I agree with Franzi here, too. Still have to show some proof I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Reggie? Everything's evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry? Everything is evidence in court! That one got me for a sec. That one was so... That That one whizzed by me so fast that when Edgeworth drew attention to it, it made me realize I didn't actually realize it, but I didn't actually catch it until Edgeworth fucking pointed it out. I'm a total pro at this now. Fuck. So you think all I want to do is go visit Mindy? I dressed up as Santa and climbed up the chimney. The smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and a mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. Why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Is it finally time?
Objection!
Don't even think about denying you knowledge of this letter. Hey, why are you showing me this thing? Lindy, I'll be sending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Or isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. Pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves you weren't out to meet the old lady, but rather you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. Hey, it's the fucking... I suggest you take penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English! You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing! There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? The best, aren't they? For punching. They'll have to wait till we're off the crime scene. Yes, you saved me from the scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again. It's a fake! Someone's trying to get me, so they made that fake letter to set me up! Accept their defeat graciously. You guys are being so mean. Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have a certain unique feature to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in a letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent the letter. I'll never write another thing in my life! It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight, for you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Ha ha! This autograph and the mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry! I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, OG. He finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Minnie's room and the daughters wouldn't let me. What choice did I have? It was a chimney or bust, Edgy. My man jumped from the door to the chimney? Criminally overactive imagination. At least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. I wish she wouldn't be shocked when I came down through it. Except for the fact the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. I'm really sorry. You may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. At the very least, I can attest to that about you. You're not a killer. You've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. In any case, I believe they say now know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. I still find it a bit unbelievable the two of your friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, alright? Ow. Hey, what? Edgy, what does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head.
That's exactly what I mean. Can't only rely on the words of a suspect, after all. I mean, I figured out where he was and what he was doing.
Poor, like, yeah, on the one hand, poor Larry, I 100% root for him to someday not be such a fucking dill waffle.
Bloodstained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene. As long as there's no...
Don't get my hopes up. Oh boy. It's just, he's never gonna change, is he? It's gonna be like this. He's gonna show up in every single fucking game. He's probably gonna have a goddamn 100-year-old ancestor in Daigyakusen's Saiban, and he's gonna be the exact same fucking deal. I'm calling it now. And we'll see if I'm right. Edgy, the guy looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me.
I'm well aware, you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely Bumbler, been dealt a very nice hand. A sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you got!
I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. The real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. This is one game I can't afford to lose.
I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damas II. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner. This is the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
It's a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership.
This owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. Think that's plenty to go on, don't you?
If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends. Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi?
You're accusing me of fabricating evidence?
Think you can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do.
This man has some serious issues.
Come on, I can't think something as complicated as that up, right, Edgy?
Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. You're the one who found the body of the victim. Samurai sword, glittering red. Supposed to be the Steel Samurai's dressing room. Found the murder weapons on the suspect in here too. Alright, let me take a quick look at that samurai sword. Let's do some pressing. There's only 4 statements here. Let's press our way. First to discover the body this time.
This time? What's that supposed to mean? You better watch what you say.
I only said this time because earlier Kay was the first to discover the body in the ball, and your secretary agent Shi-Na was ready to accuse her of murder for that.
So are you gonna use that excuse to call me suspicious now?
Of course not. I was simply pointing out the usual pattern with discoveries of bodies.
In the Bobby's case, there was proof that she was holding the weapon, right? This one's a bit different, since we know exactly where the weapon is.
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood.
I have to spell it out for you? I mean, the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the tests, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to not only be used on stage, to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect the victim was beaten to death with the sword.
Beaten to death, huh? The last statement is too important to just let it slip by. What's the angle here? About this samurai sword. Have you received a report from forensics yet?
Confirm the blood on the sword belongs to the victim.
Have they confirmed the outline of his wound is consistent with the weapon?
Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting the autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? Well?
I suppose so. Guess they must still be investigating this room. I mean, that's possible. He doesn't know about that piece of evidence's true nature. Is there something I missed about the sword? I'm just gonna present it and see what happens. No. It was the spear. Okay. Right, because the spear's the one that implies everything's hollow inside. You know what this is, Agent Lang?
It's a long spear, right? Used those in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapons of heroes throughout history.
It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip's in a slightly different category.
What's your point? You trying to tell me the spear is the real weapon?
No, simply want you to take a look at this section here.
Wait, it's bent.
Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in the embassy earlier. You can clearly see the inside of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai's sword. How do you explain that? Ah! Yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easy. I wish they'd make them out of bear stuff, because the spear got burned. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play not doing it in the show. Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of it? Damn. It's more than enough from your viney whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear. Let's return to the real topic of conversation. This is where the real gamble begins. Not a strategy per se, so all I can do is let the chips fall where they may. Ooh. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor clever. As Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I'm not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. Damn, perhaps it's for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place. Edgy, you're such a fanboy. Foolishly fool. It's the prosecutor's job to make sure all defendants are found guilty in court. Nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. That may be your opinion, for I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. If that means the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards.
Good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures.
Edgy, he's such a fanboy. Yeah.
Slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in a way that the attack killed Damask without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? What you need?
Of course. Any is evidence even Agent Lang can't refute. It's time to bring this to a close.
It's possible to use the sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. You search the embassy to top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on the weapon. So is it natural that the suspicion would fall onto the owner of said weapon?
How long do you tend to cling on to that preposterous theory?
As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. We've managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. It's the only place inside the embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
You left no stone unturned. Is that a fact?
If you got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor.
Of course. In that case, allow me to make it crystal clear for you. Alright. Can you explain this? How are you able to make such a claim?
Langsy says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension, a mysterious creature is man.
Other than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible.
Human body's a mysterious thing. Even with a toy-like sword, it's easy to kill a man if you just hit the right spot, which is why I think it's possible to kill this thing without leaving a dent.
You can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword.
I know that. As long as it's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I like.
This fucking guy.
You must know your conclusion's wrong. Given the circumstances, the only people I trust are my subordinates, because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever be.
And yet you call yourself a professional.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. The only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon.
There's only one other thing left. Liking Lang when I first met him, and then quickly began to see him as an asshole. Same! First impressions was great. First impressions were great. Because he seemed to really care about his people, you know? And his people really seemed to like him. But then he just was like this. Honestly, I'm just curious about his baggage in specific at this point. Okay.
How about this?
No. Probably convicted Langsy. Oh fuck, that would suck super hard. Okay. The only place where you could find blood was on the sword?
That's right. Even with luminol, which means there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined.
Yes, I have a problem. If you believe that there's no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
How do you plan to do that?
By showing you what may possibly be the real
The real murder weapon? Hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy. They've concluded nothing else could be used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis.
Of course. It's not possible that your men expected everything in the investigation. Inspected.
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games. I don't appreciate when people like you slander my men.
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out their investigation of Dragnet had a few holes in it. Namely, there's something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. That item's the real murder weapon.
Alright then, I'll play along for now. Real murder weapon that killed Damask too. What exactly is it?
Whip. I mean, that sounds more like the key than anything. Okay. The knife. The handle. Okay. No way. Did Homeboy take the stakes out of the... maybe the statue? Oh! Yeah, you have a point there. Hmm. couldn't have been. Was the samurai dog lip poisoned? Oh shit, that wasn't the right statue! You could still be right. You were right. I hit the wrong statue. You were 100% right. My bad. As you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it, which I believe means neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? You know very well if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Albus and the Republic of Babal. Two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance. Over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue, I'll be damned if something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue's facing just before and after the crime are different. There's only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue.
Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please be rational.
Ah! Lang Si says! Just go already!
Yes, sir.
That was pretty funny. Shifu.
Yeah?
I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the primitive statue.
I see. Wait, but since the investigation is at a standstill, Agent Lang, I will go speak to the ambassador personally. Save your breath. May act all weak and frail, but the old man's one tough cookie. Guess you gotta be tough when you're representing the whole country, you know?
Agent Lang.
What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet! Take the fall if I have to later.
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone should take the responsibility, let it be me.
Responsibility? If we're gonna talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. Be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then. Less talk and more investigating.
If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. I'd like to run a luminol... Oh, that's a big word! Oh, wait, it's just chemiluminescence. Oh. It wasn't nearly as impressive as it first looked.
Luminol test. Ah, good thinking. The statue's the murder weapon. Some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. Guess this means it's the real murder weapon that killed Damas II.
Indeed.
Wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. Doesn't let your friend off the hook. Doesn't prove you didn't kill Damas II, so the charge remains.
You're hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Know that it is the real weapon. I believe further examination is required.
Think so? Alright, knock yourself out.
First things first, check the bottom. Oh my god!
What do we have here? Dirty smudges? Looks like a handprint? What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? So I've got some fingerprints to analyze.
Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. Looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now.
Hey, forensics guy! Want results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me?
Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir.
Good, and?
About the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? The prints belong to him, Mr. Manikosen, sir.
But that's... What's going on around here?
No, that's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mitchell Koshi's fingerprints are on this one, leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's primitive statue.
Impossible. Can't be.
Yo, what the fuck's going on? Larry never once set foot on Babalese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation, killed with an alabastrian knife in Babal. And Damask II, killed on alabastrian soil with Babal's national treasure. The mystery of the great thief Yadagarasu who visited both countries. Pieces were there, but I'd yet to see the big picture they were to form. Damn! Yo, I gotta admit, at the beginning of this, I was kind of being a little bit of a drowsy bitch, but this case has got me hooked now. I'm super interested in where this goes, mostly because I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Alright. That said, it's about 1:30, and it is about that time. There's my Twitter. I use it for my docket, for what's on the docket, for my scheduling. I recently made a really shitty calendar. It's all just estimates, but it was fun. And for whenever I go live notifications. And yeah, so tomorrow, more Ace Attorney II investigations of 1. Why did I say anything? More Ace Attorney investigations. Also, for the record, on New Year's Eve, Maddie and myself, and I believe Ollie as well, if all things go well. If Ollie things go well. We'll be doing a little bit of drinking game Mario Kart. So, look forward to that as well. And, yeah. Till then, I think I'm gonna sign out now. All is well that ends well. Alright, that'll do it for me. Night stream!